Hi everyone, here's Abdul, and today we have a very special episode that I do twice a year. The state of the watch, the state of my watch collection, and I always do it on the last weekend of May and November, and I planned accordingly then the next year what my collection will look like, which one I will take out, which one I will take in. Yeah, and this time I thought I would show you in a different way. Instead of hiding every watch and then taking it out, I will separate them into different collections and then we'll discuss them. I'll keep this maybe to not till the end, but maybe my collection to 100% to keep. I'll be showing you to after the vintage one, and then the everyday ones, and then maybe the digital, and then the definitely get rid of. So let's get started. So the first part of my collection is my vintage collection. I had many vintage watches that I bought through the years, which I sold, bought. I have a lot of friends that I made through actually selling and buying vintage watches. Shout out to Max, who has almost 4 watches from my vintage collection as well. I hope you enjoy them. And yeah, but these are the ones that stayed, and I think I'm not gonna take out any one of them. Let's see what 2022 brings, but until now I think 5 vintage watches would be suffice for vintage collection. Maybe if something comes up, I will have to reduce this 5 watches into another one. I know this is a bit like cheating, because I was saying I wanted to have only 12 watches for the collection, and instead I made sub collections. Now I could have more watches, but in less sub collections. But yeah, that's one way to not sell the watches that you love, is to create new rules for collecting. Anyways, I'll start with my first automatic watch ever. Well, I had it when I was like around 16, 15. My father gave it to me. It was actually given to him by his father. So this is a multi-year mechanical calendar, Seiko 5 from 1967. I think the reference number is, if I'm not mistaken, 7019 minus 6070. So that's the reference number of this model. You have the baby blue, and you have here this crown, which you can set the first day of the month, so you can calculate where you are. So basically rudimentary perpetual calendar. I have this Eldor Geneve chronograph with I think Landeron movement inside, and as you can see, just beautiful shape, size, and as you can see on my wrist, it just hugs the wrist, looks so elegant. And it's actually not a gold case, it's actually a 20 micron plated case, but it does look quite good. The plating still holds up. The watch works, ticks very good, winds pretty well. And this was one of the watches that I got a couple of years ago, and when I had the fate of the dual subdials chronographs, and this was the one that remained. Another one that also I bought, and I actually exerted a lot of effort into, not me actually, Anne, the watchmaker here in the city, my watchmaker, and I got it, and I tried to repair it myself. I damaged the movement inside. I sent it to Jan, and he did a full revision, and now it's working like new. And as you can see, one of the coolest Raketa watches that you can get, this Raketa Copernicus. I think it's from end of the 80s, and the sports strap makes it look very cool as well. This one is a jumping hour minute automatic watch from the 70s as well. It has an AS shield movement, German movement, and it actually is unbranded, which is quite common, was quite common in the 70s, which reminds me now of the non-branding that Moser uses, which is also quite cool. Yeah, it does look quite nice. I wore it to my best friend's wedding, and it was pretty cool. Yeah. last but not least, one of also my grandfather's watches, this Zenith Movado collaboration. It's a quartz watch, but it does look quite nice. It has the feel of an oak, but very thin, very thin watch. And it looks quite nice as well. So let's jump to the heavy hitters. I'll start from the newest watch I got. It's this Philippe Gluck watch, a German watchmaker. Definitely a watchmaker to look for. And he made this watch. It's called Sternenhimmel number 5. And it's supposed to have a black dial, but I actually wanted a purple dial. And as you can see, he made the purple dial and an Arabic calligraphy for my name. And I bought this watch to celebrate my PhD in engineering. So Dr. AR at the under. And as you can see on the 6 o'clock, sorry. And as you can see the movement, it's an Atom at a 6947 movement, but totally he took every piece out. He made the chamfers himself, hand chamfered, hand polished every part of it. And as you can see the movement much better inside. And as I move it here, definitely very cool watch. And I put it on this Python leather strap. Even though it's 42 millimeters, I have 17 centimeter wrist. As you can see, it looks quite good. So maybe I'll just... The next one is my Tudor Black Bay Heritage with a smiley. Oh, sorry. So I show you the whole face. Here we go. So as you can see, it's 41 millimeters. I put it on this rubber strap because it hugs the wrist so good with the strap. And also in winter, it does wear much better than metal for me. I don't like the metal in winter. It's a bit cold. Sometimes I wear it, but not my favorite. Oopsie. Yeah, it fell on the other watch. Good thing that it's sapphire. Going up the ladder, my Explorer 2, 16570 with a red GMT hand, tritium dial, and very cool watch. One of my favorites, definitely. If I had to reduce, I won't never reduce this one. I put it on the black rubber B strap. I have the white one. I keep the white one for summer and the black one for winter. The bracelet looks nice, but I'm a rubber kind of guy. The only bracelet that I like is actually the this bracelet, the Jubilee. I love the Jubilee bracelet because that's the one that wears the best on my wrist and the ones that feels most comfortable. As you can see with this two-tone Datejust 1601 from 1967. It's one of my most cherished watches because it's my grandfather's watch that he gave it to me before he passed away. So definitely this is one of the watches that I will cherish for my whole life. And yeah, I definitely love this watch. And this watch actually was the reason, because I used to see it a lot on my grandfather's hand, that I bought this one. This one was my first luxury watch with my money. Back in 2000, I think 15 or something like that, I bought this watch, and yeah, I've never been happier with it. It's one of these watches that works everywhere, with the white gold fluted bezel, the Roman numerals. Just looks classic, looks in every situation. Just passes in every situation. You can go to the beach with it with 100 meters water resistance screw down crown. You can go to a board meeting with it. You can go out on a date with it, on a dinner, whatever you want. This watch can do it. So we will jump now from the ones that I'm not going to sell to the ones also that I'm not going to sell, but maybe you could help me out with if I could upgrade one of them. So these watches are the ones that I really love, and the issue is I don't want to sell, but if I find something that someone suggested that could be construed as an upgrade, maybe from the same brands, I could do it. This first one is the Nomos Ace Jewelers Amsterdam limited edition to 75 pieces. Club Campus, as you can see, with this beautiful alpha movement. Pretty cool. And it just looks perfect on my wrist. 38.5 from Nomos is my ultimate just size. Just looks great on the wrist. Another watch that looks great on the wrist, another German watch as well, is the Sinn. It's the DIN 356 Flieger 2 with the Value 7750 automatic movement. As you can see here, 10 bar of water resistance, so same as here, but you have the screw down crown, and you have this beautiful guilloche Salmon dial that every dial is different because this is made out of copper, so it oxidizes different even in the manufacturing process. We also have this very cool diver, the Fortis Marinemaster Tayar edition, which has the Arabic numerals even in the day and date. And as you can see, it's an automatic movement. It has a ETA 2829, 20 bar water resistance, so 200 meters. But this has actually a push-pull crown. And for the people that don't think that this push-pull crown works, I actually took this watch diving when I was in Egypt a couple of years ago. And yeah, it's still here, so definitely does work. Also, the bezel sounds pretty cool. And this one has a party trick, fully loomed dial. So the whole dial is fully loomed. Last but not least from the daily use is my Seiko Alpinist. Definitely one of my favorite green watches, and was one of the reasons that I didn't see any value in buying another green watch back in 2017 when the Hulk was not that famous. In retrospect, I feel idiotic, of course, but yeah, that's how evolvement of collecting happens. You just buy what you like, and then you evolve to refine your taste, and to, yeah, sometimes some watches stays, and this is one of these watches that it just looks so good. 20 bars, so 200 meters water resistance, screw down crown. You have a mechanical compass, and these gold accents just give that it's the right amount of look, let's say. Yeah, let's go to the next part of the collection. These two actually I really liked, the Orient and the Seiko Arabic dials. Both are 50 meters water resistant. Both have issues like the small crown here, the very large lug to lug there. They're great, cool watches, but I think it's time for me to move on and sell these watches. So basically, today would be the last day I will be showing to you guys. After that, I'll be putting them online. So if you're interested in buying these two, hit me up in the comment section or write me an email. I'll be sure to, yeah, give you a good price, whatever. And also I will have a winter sale, which I will be also displaying these two as well. So next part. So the last but not least is my Casio, or my digital collection. I really like Casio and I like G-Shock. As you can see, I have 3 different G-Shocks and a Casio. This Casio is the latest one to be added to the collection. I really like it. It's this twin sensor. I saw it, and Time Teller, he made a video on one of these versions, and I found this one for a good price. It was like 45 euros. So I just got it. It has a triple sensor where you can see the temperature. So you can have here the time. Today is Saturday, 27th of November. And you can see here it's 16.8 degrees Celsius in the room. Yeah. So basically, this G-Shock, this MTG inverse light G-Shock is definitely one of my favorites. Only issue is it's pretty cold when I wear it in winter. Other than that, it's one of these stealthy watches that can be worn anytime. Not maybe in winter, but still pretty cool, and definitely a keeper. Another keeper is definitely the G-Shock Casio Oak, the Jelly Oak, with the see-through case and bracelet. And as you can see on my wrist, like I said, 17.1 centimeter. Looks pretty cool. Just fits quite well. Also, this watch is a perfect summer watch in my opinion. And we have this massive Modmaster. The Modmaster, I got it as a present, and it's just too big to wear. And I think it's time to think about maybe yeah, giving it to someone who would really like it and wear it. So if you're interested in this G-Shock, in the Modmaster, I think it's GW100, GWG100 exactly. So GWG100. If you're interested, hit me up in the comment section or an email. Last but not least, there's twin sensor Casio with a digital compass and temperature gauge. And as you can see on my wrist, it does fit quite nice. And what I like about this one, not about the third version with the strap, is that the strap doesn't go so much outside here. Even on Jody's wrist in Time Teller, there was a flap when he was wearing it, and he had a bigger wrist than mine. So definitely I opted for this one because I have a smaller wrist and I don't like the flap as well. But it's definitely a very cool watch. I've been wearing it now for 1 week at home, staying all the time at home. So does the trick, has everything you need. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the subscribe, hit the like button. And if you have any suggestions about which watches to keep, which watches to sell, and if you're interested in any of the watches I'm selling, also hit me up. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching, and hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye.